Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Jan Oblak could leave Atletico Madrid. He's spoken out on his future. Jan Oblak insists he's in no hurry to leave Atletico Madrid. He insists he's happy at Atletico Madrid, but he's admitted he could be sold if Atletico Madrid need to raise funds. Jan Oblak is valued at £70 million. He has a release clause of £103 million. He's got a contract with Atletico Madrid until 2023. He's played over 300 games for Atletico Madrid and he won his first La Liga title with them last season. He's endured like 7 years at Atletico Madrid. Not so long ago, it said Man United are prepared to offer David De Gea as part of a swap deal for Jan Oblak to solve our number one crisis. Now, I want to give you some news on Jules Kounde from Sevilla. So Sevilla have set their asking price for Jules Kounde. They will ask for £56 million. Well, between 56 million to 60 million pounds. Not so long ago, Jules Kounde spoke out on his future. He said he's certain he will change clubs this summer, but nothing's been done yet. Damasio said not so long ago that Man United have already made contact with Sevilla regarding Jules Kounde. And he said Sevilla requested €65 million. At one point, Sevilla were demanding £68 million. Jules Kounde's performances for Sevilla have been very, very good. He's been at Sevilla now, is it 2 years or almost 2 years? He's got a contract with them until 2024. Sevilla paid £21 million for him from Bordeaux in the summer of 2019. I think if Kounde come to the Premier League, he would exceed expectations and he'd complement Harry Maguire very well in our back line. Man United still want a centre-half, despite Eric Bailly signing a new contract not so long ago. I want to give you some news on Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Jadon Sancho favours a move to Manchester United over Chelsea. He said a Jadon Sancho bid is expected today after a secret transfer meeting. Dortmund will accept £80 million. Jadon Sancho has Man United transfer hopes as Borussia Dortmund are looking for replacements. I think Dortmund want Callum Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea as a replacement. Jadon Sancho said he wants his future resolved before the start of the European Championships. Earlier on this year, Borussia Dortmund did tell Jadon Sancho that he can leave the club this summer and Solskjaer made him a transfer priority. Sancho has almost agreed the personal terms with Man United, and we prefer to sign Sancho over Harry Kane. Borussia Dortmund did confirm that they've got a gentleman's agreement with Sancho that will allow him to depart Dortmund this summer. And the Manchester Evening News said not so long ago that Sancho is pushing for a transfer out of Dortmund. But yeah, Sancho expects to complete a move to Man United this summer. He'll be a very, very good signing for Man United. The reasons is because he'll fit in our team perfectly. He's predominantly a right winger. And obviously Man United need a right winger. He will assure us goals. He's very good at creating chances. Still young, got a lot of development in him. And he's got a very good friendship with Marcus Rashford. He talks to Marcus Rashford a lot. So they are the reasons. Jadon Sancho was our number one priority target last summer. Sancho to Man United last summer was extremely close. You know, the personal terms had been agreed, the agent fees had been agreed, and the contracts had been agreed. But the reason we didn't get him is because we was reluctant to meet Borussia Dortmund's 108 million valuation. We was only willing to pay so much up front. Dortmund made it clear to us that we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We obviously missed out on that deadline, so Sancho remained at Dortmund. And Fabrizio Romano, who is a very reliable Italian journalist and close to Man United, he's spoken a lot about the Sancho saga, and so too has Bill's Christian Falk. Sancho's endured 4 years at Dortmund. Dortmund paid just £7 million for him from Man City, and he's under contract with Dortmund until 2023. Obviously, there has been a lot of narratives coming out regarding Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo could make a sensational return to Man United. And there has been talks of a Paul Pogba and Cristiano Ronaldo swap deal plus cash involved. I presume the vast majority of Man United fans would take Ronaldo back at Man United despite him being the age of 36. Solskjaer privately rates Cristiano Ronaldo as one of the best players he's ever played alongside. And the Glazers recently held talks with Ronaldo's agent George Mendes regarding Ronaldo's future. Man United have been in talks with Ronaldo over a sensational return. He says Juventus would accept around £26 million. Cristiano Ronaldo's partner came out and spoke about his future, and she said that Cristiano Ronaldo is staying. Ronaldo has won 32 major trophies in his playing career. He's won 5 Ballon d'Ors. He's been at Juventus 3 years. He's scored 101 goals in 133 appearances. His current contract with Juventus expires next year. Juventus did pay £100 million for him from Real Madrid back in 2018. Don't forget, we had Ronaldo for 6 years. We had him from 2003 to 2009. When he was with us, he won 3 Premier League titles. He also won the Champions League. He won the FA Cup. He won the League Cup, and he won the FIFA Club World Cup. We paid just £12 million for him from Sporting Lisbon back in 2003. We sold him to Real Madrid in 2009 for £80 million. And obviously, you know the news regarding Rafael Varane from Real Madrid. He recently rejected Manchester United. Real Madrid have decided to sell Rafael Varane. Defensor Sancho recently said that Man United and Chelsea are prepared to double Rafael Varane's wages. But not long now until the summer transfer window opens. It opens on the 9th of this month. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is aware of how big the summer transfer window is going to be for himself and Manchester United in general. Because it's very imperative that Solskjaer gets the players he wants to recommend in. The summer transfer window will be Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. Man United will back Solskjaer with a new 3-year contract and summer signings, despite the Europa League final loss. But yeah, Solskjaer should get the backing he deserves, obviously reflecting on what the board have recently said, and plus we've got John Murtough, he's our director of football. We've got Darren Fletcher, he's our technical director. And we've also got Matt Judge, who's been part of the club for a long time. You know, we're going to offload quite a few players in the summer transfer window. So in that aspect, we'll generate money and it will help us with our rebuilding process. The players I think should leave is De Gea. We should offload Romero. We need to offload Lee Grant. We also need to offload Phil Jones. We need to loan Brandon Williams out so he can gain more experience and he can get a lot more opportunities because he seldom plays for us. Williams is our 3rd choice left back. I think we need to get rid of Delors permanently. He's out on loan with AC Milan at the moment. We need to get rid of Andres Pereira permanently. He's out on loan with Lazio at the moment. Lingard, obviously, he wants a permanent move away from Man United. Matic, you know, we also need to offload him. Donny van der Beek, we need to offload him because he doesn't get enough starts at Manchester United. Van der Beek only started 4 games in the league last season. Most of his appearances come from the bench. Van der Beek is set for showdown talks with Solskjaer over his future, but not so long ago it said that we will reject any offers for Van der Beek, so reflecting on that we are reluctant to let him go. He's enjoyed 1 full season at Man United. Juan Mata, I think we need to offload him. I'm expecting Juan Mata to go. And I think we need to offload Anthony Martial because he's no longer good enough to represent the club. He was out of form last season, obviously, before he got that knee injury. The chances were there for him, but he didn't convert them. Martial's been out with a knee injury for a while. Reports came out recently saying that Solskjaer made his decision on Martial's future. He's told the Glazers that he wants Martial to stay. He thinks that he's got a big role to play next season. But a lot of players will stay at Manchester United in the summer transfer window, and I reckon there's quite a few players that have got long-term futures at the club. Next season is going to be massive for Ole, and Ole is aware of that. Next season, Solskjaer has got to win a trophy, I'd say, if he is to remain Manchester United manager. If things start to go wrong next season, then the pressure will be back on him. Then he'll probably end up getting sacked. Solskjaer has not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager. We haven't won a trophy for 4 years. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Solskjaer has endured 2 full seasons at Manchester United. So obviously next season will be his 3rd full season. He's been in charge of Man United for 29 months. So that's over 2 years. Like I said on the video I did not so long ago, Solskjaer's still lucky to be Man United manager, because we've endured very, very bad periods under him when he was very close to being sacked, and plus we lost the Europa League final to Villarreal not so long ago. The reason he's still Manchester United manager is because he's a club legend. You know, disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been here now. And to be honest with you, I think it's pointless giving him this new 3-year deal, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect, because he won't see out this new 3-year deal. Ollie's still got a year left on his current 3-year deal that he signed back in March 2019 when he got the job permanently. So what we should really do is wait till his current contract expires, see how things have gone, and then decide whether or not to give him the new 3-year deal. But you know what? I've got to give Solskjaer credit. I didn't expect him to do as well as he has done. You've got to say he's done a good job to say the squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. You know, he was inheriting a lot of deadwood. You know, he's still inheriting some deadwood now. But I've got to credit Solskjaer in quite a lot of aspects. You know, last season, in his 2nd full season, he got us to the Europa League final. No, we didn't win it, but he still got us to the final, and that was his first major final as Man United manager. We went the entire season last season without losing away from home in the Premier League. That's a good record. He also got us a 2nd place finish. Obviously, that's not an achievement, but you can see progress was made from Solskjaer's first full season. Solskjaer said finishing 2nd isn't an achievement. You know, Solskjaer said last season wasn't a successful season. He accepted that. Solskjaer also got us to the FA Cup quarter-final. You can credit him for that. Also got us to the EFL Cup semi-final. Did well in his first full season at the club. Got us a 3rd place finish and guided us to 3 semi-finals. We're in the Champions League for next season. That's very beneficial because that means we'll attract players to the elite level. Another thing I've got to credit Solskjaer for, when he got appointed in as Man United manager, he assured that everybody would get their chances to express themselves, including the young players, and more or less everybody has been given their chances. Ollie has made good signings as Man United manager. So far, he's spent almost £300 million. And he's got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's come in, and I like the way he has promoted the youth. Got me concerns as well about Ole. My 2 biggest concerns about him is that he hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager, but that doesn't mean he can't succeed as Man United manager. And his decision making concerns me because in a lot of his games at Man United, he has been tactically naive. So there you go. Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United, it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. But Ole is our best manager since Ferguson. because he has brought consistency back. Ole is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. The 3 managers we sacked since Ferguson was David Moyes. We sacked him after 10 months. We sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years. We did win the FA Cup under him. And we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years, despite him winning 3 trophies in his first season and getting us a 2nd place finish. So you can say Mourinho did endure 1 good season. You know, we haven't only had different managers with different philosophies. We've overpaid for players. Our recruitment has been poor. You know, we haven't won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. We spent over £1 billion in the last 8 years. We brought around, 37 players in since Ferguson retired. But in general, in the last 8 years or so, we have made mistakes. So that's why we've been nowhere near as consistent as we'd like to have been. Ed Woodward, he said last season that I believe Solskjaer is the right man to lead the club forward, and he released a statement saying that the progress by Solskjaer and the players is clear. Obviously, Woodward's going to be standing down at the end of the year because it got announced earlier on this year that Woodward resigned as Manchester United vice chairman. I presume all United fans were happy with the news regarding Woodward because we've been very critical of him for a long time. Woodward has had a 16-year association with Manchester United, so who will be our new chairman to replace Woodward? Obviously, you know the news regarding the Glazers. Joe Glazer will be attending the fans forum on the 4th of June. Last season, Joe Glazer wrote a letter to Man United fans, and don't forget Avram Glazer refused to apologise over the European Super League because Sky News caught up with him in Florida. Obviously, not so long ago, there was a lot of protesting at Old Trafford going on against the Glazers. You can understand the fans' frustration. Got to get the Glazers out because I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. And plus, they've put us in so much debt. The Glazers bought Man United for $500 million back in 2005, so they have now been at the club for 16 years. So we have got to recommend new owners in. A couple of days ago, I gave you the news on Tom Heaton. Man United are set to sign Tom Heaton on a free transfer. So obviously it will be our first signing of this summer. Tom Heaton has agreed a 2-year contract with Man United with an option of a further year. Fabrizio Romano did say that Tom Heaton will undergo medical and sign as a new Man United player in the next weeks, and he said the deal is done and completed. I think it was last week Tom Heaton said his goodbyes to Aston Villa, and Tom Heaton got released by Aston Villa. It got confirmed on their official website. So yeah, Tom Heaton returns to Man United after leaving 11 years ago. So yeah. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Another video will be coming up soon. If you do consider subscribe as always, like I say, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.